Welcome to day 14 of 35 in 35, and today's subject is going to be control. So the majority of the times, us as human beings, we try to control the narrative. We try to control the narrative of how things go because it's how we imagine it should be in our brains. But when we do that, we are resisting what is supposed to be, and we're also blocking what is supposed to come into our lives. Maybe, just maybe, the thing that you think is so amazing isn't going to be amazing, and the grass is greener on the side that you can't even imagine. What I have personally learned from life is that if something is for me, it's never, ever, 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 ever going to miss me. And that's why I don't have any resistance to anything. And that's what I would like to challenge people to do. You know, don't have resistance. Don't have too much expectations from things, whether it's, you know, you're giving your CV out, you're applying for a certain job and you feel like, yeah, I really want this. And then, you know, you don't get the answer that you want. You might get the email that says, oh, I'm sorry to inform you that blah, 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 blah. Maybe there's something better coming. Maybe that just wasn't for you. Maybe if you had joined that job or that company, your whole energy could have been depleted. It just wasn't meant to be. And I think it's really important to always trust the process. And the same goes for friendships, for relationships. You know, we get so caught up on why did things go a certain way? Why me? And it's not a why me. Sometimes it's God just aligning you and putting you back onto the correct path, so worse things don't happen later on down the line. And I'd love people to just reframe, you know, the connotation that they have to why me. So what I tend to do now is when things don't go how I might have envisioned them to go in my mind, I say thank you. Thank you for putting me back on the correct path. Thank you for realigning me, because I know that I am protected. I am spiritually protected. I am covered. So things that aren't for me are going to be removed. And I think when you understand that things are being removed for your greater good, you're going to look at life in a much more holistic way. You're going to see things for what they really are. Now, this process is definitely not easy. I'd just like to reaffirm that, because, you know, change is difficult. You know, accepting the unexpected is also difficult, but you need to build up a callus in your mind. You need to have a really strong mindset to understand reasons. Things happen for reasons, and the majority of the time it's for your greater good. And not to say that, you know, everything is for your greater good. Some things, in some circumstances, life just happens. And it's important to just always see a silver lining, because there's always a silver lining, right? Even in the worst of the worst circumstances, there is a silver lining, and there's always a reason to be grateful. Always practice gratitude and just release the control. Release the need to control. You can't always control the narrative, and nor should you want to, right? Life is not linear. It's not linear. It does its thing. It goes up and down, round and round, left to right. And that's the beauty of life, right? Things are unexpected, so just accept it. So when you embody the need to control anything, what you are really doing is inviting anxiety in, right? Because they go hand in hand. When you feel like you need to control something, your body is accepting anxiety. It is about to embody anxiety. You're about to feel tight and stressed and heavy and hot. All of those feelings that you just don't want to have in your mind, body or soul, right? So release the need to control anything. Get rid of the anxiety, accept things for what they are. The sooner you start to accept things for what they are, the easier your life will be. I can wholeheartedly say that is exactly what happened to me in my life. The more I just accepted things, accepted any outcome, you know, that arose from any situation, whether that's, you know, having to cut off a family member, whether that is a loss of a specific contract or work, whether that's a deceitful friend or partner or whatever it may be, accept it for what it is. Don't try to control the narrative, and you are going to walk away with your head held high, and you're just going to feel a lot lighter inside. And that's what we're trying to do. We're not trying to feel heavy. We're not trying to feel stressed. We're not trying to get revenge. Just walk away. There's no resistance. There's no control here. It's about self-command, right? So I used to try to manage every outcome in my life. That's exactly what I used to do. That was something that I had to grow through and I had to learn. But the real mastery is mastering your energy to anything that is arising that you didn't prepare for, anything that is arising where you expected a different type of outcome. Master your energy and you'll master your life. You cannot heal and have control at the same time. It doesn't work. Those two don't marry up. So you have to let go of the control to truly heal. You know, we've all got things that we need to heal in our lives, things that we need to let go of, things that we need to let in, right? But the more you've got control, the more that you're trying to hold on to control, the less likely it is, well, it's inevitable that your healing journey is going to be significantly slowed down, because that control needs to go. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Surrender, surrender, surrender. I surrender. Give it all to God. Give it all to the universe. Give it all to your highest self. Surrender. It's not easy, right? Surrendering and accepting things for how they are. It's messy. It's emotional. It can be a bit scary, but do you know what? That's where the real power lies. And when you go through that process, you let go of that control or the need to control a narrative. On the other side of that is that real power. What we was talking about yesterday is real power on the other side of trying to control. Can't control your life. You can have a plan for it. But as I said, life is not linear. Life is up, down, left, right, circles. It does its own thing. So stop trying to control the narrative. Let it go. A clear example of not being able to control the narrative is me sitting out here and it's literally gone from day to night. Nothing I can do about it. Is what it is. Am I going to cry over it? No. I'm just going to put the flash on. Just going to adjust, right? We're just going to adjust and keep moving forward. Guys, day 14 of 35 and 35. Subject being control. Peace out.